Hey everybody, this is Joe Marcoux with Easy Motion Electric Bikes at Interbike 2015, and we're going to start off telling you a little bit about our newest iteration of the Evo Jumper Pro 27.5. From last year, we've gone up from a 350 watt to a 500 watt motor. And what makes this Pro is some of the interesting details. We've switched over from Sun Tour to Rock Shocks on both the rear suspension and front suspension, and the detailing on this just makes it such a gorgeous bike. At $43.99 with an unbelievable margin to you, Mr. Dealer, and a great price point for you, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, is a bike that you are absolutely going to love. Our new displays make it so that you can actually switch it from either miles per hour or kilometers per hour on the fly. It's awesome. You've also even got the quick little lockout on the fly, just one press of a button, and you can make this great for the flats or let it ride when you're hitting those tree roots and rocks. Upgrades as well is that we made the handlebars a little bit wider on our mountain bikes. Very popular to go in that direction. And we've got the XT derailleurs on both the 27.5, which is this gorgeous red hardtail, and the Evo 27.5 Pro. Again, when people are looking for something that's going to provide performance and value, this is the bike to look at when you're looking at a 27.5. You've got yourself a 500 watt motor with a 48 volt 9 amp hour battery on the red 27.5. Really excited about this bike coming up. All of the Evo bikes come standard with the ability to charge on the frame. People have been always interested in being able to take the battery off the frame. No problem. You're going into the coffee shop, you can do a quick charge, but just right here, now we can charge it right on the frame as well. Always a great feature. You have choice. Let's move over to something that's really interesting and unique for Easy Motion. We have the all-wheel drive 29er. This is the all-wheel drive snow, and I can tell you, just a couple weeks ago, I took this out at my cabin at Lake of the Woods in Ontario, and I tell you something, there is nothing like this bike. My significant other, Shauna, had the 27.5, and I had this in all-wheel mode, and she couldn't hold a candle. And what's great about this bike is that I can choose whether I want rear wheel, front wheel, all-wheel drive, or all-wheel posi traction. So if I want to have this bike to have rear wheel only, and yet have the front wheel system engage when I'm on a flat surface, so I save some battery life, that's what we can choose right here on the display. It's an exciting time to be an Easy Motion dealer, because the best value proposition around is something, and to have something unique like this, you won't find another all-wheel drive bike on the market. Keep in mind, all of our mountain bikes and road bikes have a quick release. So you're out in the field, and God forbid you get yourself a flat, you can at least, without tools, do what you need to do and take that wheel off. Makes life a little bit easier. Let's move over to something that's really cool. It's our 4-inch wide fat tire bike. We're going to call this the Big Bud. And again, it's the only all-wheel drive electric bike in the industry. This retails at only $34.99. This is a phenomenal value proposition. Again, you have something that is very unique in an all-wheel drive bike. This is a 350 watt motor in the rear with a 250 watt motor in the front, making it fully legal. You've also got the neoprene cover, which you're going to be able to get on all of our bikes. So for those of you that are in cold conditions, the benefit of the neoprene cover, it's only $35 retail. And yet you can zip this down, cover your battery, and when you have your battery on, even in eco mode, it's creating energy, and that electricity will be contained within the neoprene cover and getting you about 30% more battery life as long as you got the cover. So what a great option for the e-bike retailer. Get yourself these neoprene covers, and of course, proudly saying Easy Motion. Our Bosch bikes, no major changes for this coming year. Of course, the popularity of the mid-drive systems. We've got 3 Bosch bikes to choose from. The ever-popular Zen Ian Jumper with the Bosch Performance 350 watt mid-drive. Gorgeous detailing. Fantastic usage of that Intuvia display. And let's face it, when you're using a system like this is great for those riders that want to go hardcore and really have a bike that if you're ever running into a flat, it's great to be able to switch it so that, hey, listen, if I got to change a flat, I can just change a regular bicycle tire without having that additional weight. We've got the Zen Ian Cross in the center. Same idea with a thinner tire, great as a hybrid bike, very simple to use. Price points on the Bosch Zen Ian Cross is $39.99. On the Jumper is only $51.99. No other full suspension e-bike with Bosch and all of these detailings with a Fox full suspension comes in at that price point. And finally, we come in with our full city commuter step through the Zen Ian City Wave. That one comes in at $39.99 as well. Adjustable stems so that you can have different riders come on, because we've had some customers who've said, you know what, both my husband and I are going to trade off. We're not going to buy two bikes. We can only afford one bike. Well, now you can get this bike where you have an adjustable stem. It fits, great comfort gel plus seat, and great range out of the Bosch mid-drive. Interbike 2015 with the Easy Go race. This is a phenomenal value proposition and unheard of to come in at a full only $1,299 MSRP. That is not dealer cost. That is MSRP to the consumer with a same as always 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty on this bike. 2 years on the battery. And speaking of the battery, this is a 36-volt, 6-amp-hour battery that you can just slide right off. This little battery, MSRP at around $349. What's great about this is that it's not heavy at all, and if you want to buy an additional battery, you can get a bike that's well under $2,000 that weighs only 34 pounds. So when anybody's concerned about what's the weight of the bike, there is no more issue. Now you've got the popular single speed, get on this bike and rock and roll. 20 miles an hour, easy to use, 5-year warranty, without question. The best quality and best value proposition in electric bikes today is Easy Motion Electric Bikes by BH. Remember, BH has a rich history of cycling. Since 1909, this company's been around and building bicycles with everybody at different levels. And this one really fits that entry-level price point that people have been asking about with high quality, and we've got it here. Now, we also have consumers who want to be able to commute and be able to get to work, not necessarily work up a sweat, but they don't necessarily want to hit that higher price point. Well, we've got it here in the Easy Go. Again, the Easy Go is the 36-volt, 6-amp-hour battery, again, found on the rear. But now you've got 3 chain rings on the front and a 7-speed cassette on the rear. What's great is these are bikes that are used in Europe, 250-watt motors. Able to get this bike in at $16.99 for the consumer. It's an absolute value proposition. This is, without a doubt, where dealers want, what consumers want. It's awesome. Comfortable, easy to use. You've got shifting on the fly, very simple. Even comes with a little bell. I mean, what more could you ask for? Evo Jet and Evo Cross are hybrid bikes for the 2016 season. We've made some subtle changes that are going to be making some big waves in dealer stores. One of the major changes is the Schwabe Big Bend tires. We've gone into a larger tire, which of course is going to make a ride quality that's a little bit more subtle, supple. We've also given a new supple saddle and a heavy-duty motor, now gone from 350 to 500 watts with a 48-volt battery. And you'll notice the handlebars are now wider on both bikes. And your dealer cost has only gone up by 50 bucks, $30.99 MSRP on both the Evo Jet and Evo Cross. Beautiful hydroforming frames, 5-year warranty, bumper to bumper, 2 years on the Samsung batteries. It's time to load up and get some inventory. So in all of our commuter series bikes, what we've done is we've upgraded the batteries and the motors. So we've gone to a 500-watt motor over last year's 350, 48-volt batteries, but we've changed the graphics. The graphics look beautiful on these bikes. One of the challenges that we've had in the past that a lot of people have said, we need a little bit more color to these bikes. And what's interesting is now you've got a large frame on the Evo City, 22-inch frame, 700C, but now you've got the blue accents that make it pop on the floor, and consumers love the way this looks. The shorter Evo City Wave comes in at one frame size that we're bringing it in the medium frame size. But again, what a great step-through bike. So easy to get on and very comfortable. The other benefit of 3 out of 4 of our city commuters is that we've got the adjustable stem. This is such a great feature because if you want to get in that little bit more aggressive riding position, you can. But Mr. and Mrs. Customer, if your wrists are sore, elbows, shoulders, back, neck, no problem. Raise that up and lock it in place, and you're good to go. One of the fabulous features that we have on our bikes. Of course, all of our commuter bikes here will have the Dynamo Hub, which will power your front light. So that is not coming off the battery, that is coming off the Dynamo Hub. Of course, you're seeing hydraulic disc brakes on our #1 selling Evo Street. You'll see that the color scheme has changed on the Evo Street this year. Last year it was white, this year it's gone black. You've got the adjustable handlebars, you've got the hydraulic disc brakes, you've got the front suspension, fenders, rack. One of the best value proposition bikes around, and like all of the other commuting bikes on this lineup, only $30.99 for the Street, the City Wave, and for the Evo City, as well as the Cross and Jet. We get into the Evo Eco Light, and the benefit of the Evo Eco Light is we're hitting a price point just for the consumer at $23.99. Yet you still have a full 5-year warranty, bumper to bumper, and 2 years on the Samsung battery. The difference here is instead of a larger battery, you're getting in a 6 amp hour battery. So it's still got that battery integrated into the down tube, which is standard feature that you find on all Easy Motion, balancing the bike out really well. You lose that adjustable stem, and that's one of the major features that people love, why they'll jump up. They'll want better range and get themselves that adjustable stem. But the Evo Eco Light, beautiful in white, great value. And finally, for those of you who want to go like Nitro and want to have a little bit more speed, we're going into 28 mile an hour range. This is the Evo Nitro City. It comes with a 500 watt motor as well, 48 volt, 10 amp hour battery, beautiful styling. Notice the mirror. The throttle on this bike allows the bike to go to 14 miles an hour in throttle mode, but it is in pedal assist where you will ride this bike like it's been stolen. So ride it like you steal it. If you want to go fast, this is the one for you. Terrific bike to go to work with and you really want to get there quickly. Beautiful, beautiful royal gel saddle. Fenders, rack comes included. I mean, and it's a gorgeous color scheme that we put on this bike for 2016. Come pick it up at your dealer anytime soon. This is Joe Marcoux with Easy Motion Electric Bikes at Interbike 2015. Looking forward to seeing you soon.